Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
Hey, what up, what up? Shout out to the YouTube crew. Shout out to the 420 crew. We are getting loaded up here now. Hey, and let's see. Jeff's in the house. Said worthy or born. I'm leaning worthy now that he has no injury designation going into this week. Papa J in the house. What up, what up? Jeff said, once again, you have the best sound bites. Yes, sir.
I know all this, okay? But I do like hearing it, so go on.
So go on. Hey, there we go. SC said sent the goat ×5. Let's go. Let's get the goat flowing. And Ghost Monkey in the house. What up? Mowgli said someone offered me Adams for Dubs and Irving. My RBs. Bucky's not playing this week, man. Especially in redrafts, like you got to get these wins right now. Brazil, what up? What up? Ghost Monkey said the background's fire. Yeah, man, it's because, we've been having a little bit of crazy games, man. I felt like we had to get some kind of like dark theme, to today's show. For anyone who's on TikTok, come over to YouTube, Fantasy Football Hustler, and you can see what we're talking about, all the matchups that are in the background of the show. And Jeff said Steelers defense or Packers defense? Packers defense, bro, versus the Bengals. Yes. Hey, Will, what up? He said, pick up one from a flex spot, Montgomery, Coleman, or Cup. Montgomery, bro. Come on. Let's see. TikTok, make sure you hit the follow button, and then you get your question answered. So hit follow, and then ask your question. But that's the way that we got to do it. Let's get in the habit. All right, Uncommon. Let's see. Uncommon said Debo, Rome, Devontae, Judkins, Dowdle, White. Start 2 wide receivers, 1 RB, 1 flex. So just start the whole team, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, the one running back is Judkins, that's for sure. The 2 wide receivers, I'm going Rome and Devonta. And then the flex, ooh, that one's tough, man. I think I'm leaning Dowdle. It's close, though, man. It's close. All right, TikTok, don't forget to hit that follow button and then ask your question. Don't just spam your question because I just literally won't answer it. There we go. Marco knows what's up. Marco hit the follow. Dowdle or Breece Hall? I'm going to go Rico. A little bit nervous about the London game. That's for sure. Hits only HQ. What up? Let's see. Hits only HQ. Where's your question at? Did it come in? And then there's Robbie also followed. All right. And Gabe, just hit the follow button. You get your question answered, bro. It's really not that big of a deal, especially when you'll be back here. Yes, sir. Marco said, appreciate it, brother. Hell yeah. Thanks for coming through. Hit that follow button, and spam that like button. Come on, spam that like button. And Gabe, why do you keep spamming your question instead of just hitting follow? If you just hit follow, you get your question answered in like a second. And Uncommon, Tampa's missing Godwin, Evans. Does that make White more interesting? Yeah, you know what? And I guess that did kind of slip my my mind that Godwin has been ruled out for the week because, yeah, it's going to be a lot of Igbuka. It's going to be a lot of Rashad White. I'll go White over Dowdle in that case. Hey, there we go. Gabe followed. Watch how you get your question answered now, Gabe. Dubs, Gainwell, Golden, Charbonnet, Bourne at the flex. Ooh. I'm gonna go Dubs at the flex. Warren is back, so Gainwell's not gonna be what he was in that very last game. Shout out to Bob who just followed. He said, I traded Trey Tucker for Rashad White. Did I win? I think so. Trey Tucker's been killing it, as far as like efficiency goes, but just one of those things, man. Just one of those things that Warren's back. Okay. Let's spam that like button, damn it. Hey, Toyota One, what up, what up? And Galaxy Pickers just traded Ken Walker and Worthy for Judkins and Pollard. What do you think? I mean, I like Judkins for sure. Not really a fan of Pollard though, but I like it. Jeff say he thinks Scary Terry will be valuable in the stretch run. I think so. I hope so. Damn it, because it is. It's been really sus, man. And let me see. Did Terry get ruled out for this week at all? Go check. Damn, non-participant again on Friday. Yeah, shit, he ain't playing. Damn, Debo's limited. Like, dude, their whole team is in shambles right now. And Alessandro, who's better for my flex, Michael Carter or Walker? I think that I am leaning. I think that I am leaning Michael Carter. It's tough, man. It's tough. And Bob Hope, what up? Said Pitts, Otten, Taylor. Pick one. I'm going Taylor, bro. I'm going Taylor. Pitts has a tough matchup in Otten. I know we got Godwin and Evans not playing, but I mean, I just get too nervous about him. Adam said trade away Henderson for Kamara. I mean, Kamara's probably better than Henderson for this season, but I don't know. Both have been super blah. And don't forget on TikTok, hit the follow button, and then you will get your question answered. But if you don't hit the follow button, I'm just waiting for someone who does. So hit the follow button and then leave your question in. Then you'll get an answer. Show some love because hitting the follow button is free. And Madrid, Dowdle or Bill? I'm going Bill. Michael, Warren or Pollard? Ooh, I'm gonna go Warren on that. And Benjamin, Amon-Ra and Kraft for JSN and Saquon. Nah, I don't want to trade Amon-Ra for Saquon. I want to figure out how to get them on the same team. I know easier said than done. And thanks for following, guys. And you see how quick you get your question answered when you follow. That's just what you got to do. TikTok, just hit the follow button. And Nurse Robbie followed. Did Nurse Robbie leave a question? I didn't see it. Leave it in again, Nurse Robbie. I didn't see it. And Toyota won. Dak Stafford, leaning Stafford. Great matchup. QJ or Keenan Allen? Man, see, that's tough. I feel like I'm going to go Keenan. And let's see. Did user leave a question? I don't think so. And Toyota one, pick up one. Shakir, Higgins, BTJ, or Sutton. I'm going to go Sutton. Sauce has not been what he once was. And Reynaldo said Bourne or Jennings if he plays. I'm just going to go Bourne for now. Just make sure you're coming back. Make sure you're coming back. And hey, Toyota one with the super chat said dab time, homie. Let's get it.
All right. Fire them up.
Let's get it. And let's see. We get anyone else following on TikTok so they get their question answered? Let's see. Rhino followed. Don't see a question for Rhino. Jacob followed. Jacob said trade Pickens and JK for Rome. Fuck yeah, dude. I would. Hell yeah, dude. Rome has been on fire. And Benjamin said Jalen Warren and Drake London for Gibbs. I don't know. I mean, I want to, but it also seems like a lot at the same time. It does. Let me see. Whose question did I miss? And don't forget, guys, don't just spam. And I'm talking to you, TikTok. Don't just spam your question a million times. Literally, just hit the follow button. Just hit the follow button. Show some love for the channel. This isn't a new channel. I haven't really gone TikTok on, haven't gone live on TikTok until now. I'm like, YouTube's really the spot where I'm always at. But yeah, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. And Toyota one packing up the Dabaroo right now. Ashley followed. Dryden followed. Let's see. Dryden said trade Chuba for Olave. I probably would, especially if you're in need of wide receiver help. Olave is getting an amazing amount of opportunities. And there's Robbie said, I legit followed you and you haven't answered my question. I said it multiple times that I didn't see a question on there. Just instead of saying that I haven't answered your question, put the question back in, please, because I can't see it. There's so many comments coming in. That's why I say you got to follow and then ask the question. But just throw it back in. I'll answer. Just I haven't seen it. I said it multiple times. And there it goes. There's Robbie. Jordan Mason for Ricky P. Both are pretty blah right now. I mean, Ricky P's not playing this week, and most likely not playing this week. And Jordan Mason is literally not playing this week because he's on bye. Shout out to TJ. Papa J said, Hufanga curl or Mo rig? Pick one. I'm gonna go Cam curl this week. And Jeffrey said, first time watcher, time to roll up. Let's go, bro, because I'm packing up a dab right now. At TikTok, I got to turn you to the side real quick. Just hold on a second. And shout out to the Schmitz crew who just shared. Here we go. Cheers. But yeah, Jeff, you found the right spot, bro, because ain't nobody smoking like we are around here. I know a lot of the people who play fantasy football are super squares, but I've always been a weed head and a fantasy football nerd. And I literally created this whole community to find people who are into the same thing. So you came to the right place, brother. Yeah, slowly but surely, because I know the smoking weed probably hurts me, growing like long term, because a bunch of squares are like, oh, who's this idiot smoking weed and fucking giving fantasy football advice? But the weed be letting you know. Rare Raider, what up, what up? Crispy, what up, what up? Rare Raider said YouTube is the GOAT. Remember us. Hell yeah. All right. Sorry, TikTok. Every time we're smoking, I got to turn. Ashley, I answered your question like literally right after you followed. Or are you not listening? I'm going to. Oh, no. Hey, you see, don't blame me on not answering that next question. Blame whoever the hell keeps who keeps spamming Tucker Kraft or Trey McBride. But also, this is a free chat, okay? Like, just following is the least that people could do, all right? Jalen Warren, Calvin Ridley, or Jacoby Myers. Jalen Warren, bad matchup. I'm eliminating him. And I'm going to say Jacoby Myers at home. But yeah, TikTok's just going crazy. TikTok's just going crazy right now. Rhino said Bill or Monty. I'll go Bill. There's just too many people spamming over there. And Rare Raider says that TikTok brain rot. Yeah, I mean, the people who are spamming are just hurting it for everybody. I would say, if there's a whole bunch of spamming going, just someone leave a rose or something, and then your comment will stand out. Hey, Mark, what up, bro? Man, they said this is Mark. Bro, go switch accounts and just put your account on there so it doesn't say Crystal. He said the 3QB league, you can only roster, it's a 3QB league, but you can only roster 4 QBs. I got Kyler, Stafford, Darnold, and Stroud. Stroud's on bye. Kyler's questionable. If Kyler doesn't play, do I drop him for Mac Jones or Flacco? I don't know, man. Probably not. Not in a 3 QB league. If you want to get your question answered on TikTok, hit the follow button and then leave your question, and then you will get your question answered. But there's too many people. There's too many people just spamming. Like, just respect the chat, hit the follow, and you get your question answered. Just ask your question right after you follow, and I will answer it. And let's see, Joe D, is T Higgins a start at the flex? It depends on who you have. I'm leaning on no. He's more of like a desperation start to me in a deeper league. I am starting him in a couple places, but it's because I have like 40 leagues. But yeah, I would say he's more of a desperation play. And Alec said I have Swift at the flex. I'd probably play Higgins over Swift. I don't like Swift, especially not this week. And Alec, just make sure you ask your question. because I'm not scrolling up. Everything just keeps throwing me down. And the Schmitz crew, thanks for following. He said Barkley in 2 seconds, 2026 seconds, a 2027 third, a 2028 first in so if I have Barkley, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna hold. If I'm gonna sell him, like, because really the only thing that those seconds don't even have that much value if they're late. So like I would say no to that. I want more first if I'm trading away Barkley, because this is someone trying to buy a championship, really buy a championship. Okay. And Jeff on YouTube, trade question. Should I trade Sutton and ETN for Nico and Javante? I got Amon-Ra, BTJ, Tet, AK, Jordan Mason, Genty. I'm going to say no, because Nico has not been him this year. Like, Javante's been good. Like, it's funny because, like, you know, we go back a couple months, I'd be like, nah, man, Javante's trash. But no, it's like now Javante's the guy who actually is like okay in this trade. But nah, I don't even want to trade up for Nico when he hasn't even been doing good, man. He really hasn't. And Coach 14, throw in your question. When I see that come in, I'll answer it, unless you just followed just to show love. Fuck, Kincaid or Pitts. Man, that's horrible this week because both have really, really horrible matchups. I'm going to say Kincaid. I'm going to say Kincaid. And Cameron on YouTube, Kamara, Hendy, Bourne. My only hesitation with Kamara's injury may be affecting him. Yeah, dude, I don't even know. I'm going to check. Is Kamara even going to play? What was his practice status today? Yeah, he is questionable. I mean, he's limited today, so yeah, I don't even know, man. I'd be moving forward without with thinking that Kamara's not going to play this week. I mean, I know he might, but man, it's ugly either way going against the Patriots. Like, look what the Patriots did to James Cook last week. All right. Don't forget, you want to get your question answered. Make sure you hit the follow button and then leave your question right after you hit follow. And Dot just followed. He said, got offered Zay for Jacoby. Should I accept? No. And Sean said, I followed and still. I don't see when you followed. I just see you spamming the question. If you followed, just unfollow and follow again, so I know you're telling the truth. Because I don't see your follow. I just see you spamming the same question over and over again. And Frank, he said, what DST we like, Seattle versus Jax or Chicago versus Washington. My league starts at 0, no yards or points against. I'm going to say, I'm going to say, I mean, if those are the only two, I'm going to say Seattle. But I'm not really a fan of either one of those. All right, there you go, Sean. And he said, trade away Jacoby for Ladd. I would rather have Ladd. So I really don't like making trades like that, like those lateral trades like that, like wide receiver for wide receiver, both kind of in similar, caliber players. Yeah, so I'd probably just hold, but I do like Ladd more than Jacoby, and I think Ladd's about to start being on the up and up. So yeah, I would do that. Audio Phil. Would you start Ridley over BTJ or Wilson this week? I would start BTJ over Wilson. I mean, it's tough because he's getting the Patrick Surtain treatment this week. That's the thing that I'd be nervous about. And everybody who's on TikTok, if you watch YouTube at all, make sure you go over to YouTube and follow Fantasy Football Hustler. YouTube is a lot more lit than TikTok, that's for sure. And Alec just followed. I don't see your question, Alec, but feel free to throw it in. And if you want to get your question answered on TikTok, make sure that you hit the follow button and then you ask your question right after you hit the follow button. And Lauren just followed. Sutton or Worthy? I'm gonna go Worthy. No injury designation anymore. And She Loved Nate is Tyler Warren and Chris Olave for JSN a steal. I wouldn't say it's a steal. I feel like I would rather have JSN, but Warren and Olave have been pretty dope. And Ryan, thanks for the follow. And Ryan followed. And Murray or Mac Jones? Who? Mac Jones. So did Purdy get ruled out? No, I see it. Mac Jones expected to start. I'm gonna go Mac Jones over Murray. Murray also questionable. And Cayenne, Warren or Monty? I'm leaning Monty. And Fabian, should I trade away Chase Brown for Henderson? I'm gonna say no. I feel like put someone else with Chase Brown and try to get someone better than Henderson. And Parker just followed. Ridley, K9 or Haskins? I'm gonna go Ridley. And Alec, don't forget to ask your question. I see that you followed. Make sure you ask your question. And M just followed. JCM or Dowdle? I'm gonna go Bill. And Bob said, do we get just one question answered when we follow? No, but if I don't really recognize your name, it might be best to just unfollow and follow again to get your next question answered. As I learn people and as you guys hang around the show, I'll remember who you are. But right now, everyone's just we're all just kind of like meeting each other right now. I don't know who everybody is yet. But the more you hang around the shows, the more I will recognize you. And JJ said, now that Hubbard is likely out, who of these should I sit? Dowdle, Tet, Brees, Adunze? Definitely in Adunze. He's playing. Probably sit Tet. And She Loved Nate. Tet or Marvin Harrison? I'll go Marvin Harrison. And Tony, what up? Greetings. Where should we rank Dart rest of the season and super flex with Lamar, May, and Trevor? Well, what do you mean by rank him? Like he's probably going to end up being a starter, especially during a lot of these bye weeks, if that's what you mean. And Alex said, should I trade Ladd and Pittman and I get Derrick Henry? No. So you're trading away Ladd and Pittman and you'd be getting back Derrick Henry? No, I don't like that. And Dot. I guess that's what I'm going to have to call you. It's either Dot or period. Devontae or Jacoby this week. I'm going Devontae Adams. Don't forget to hit that follow button. That's how you get your questions answered, TikTok peeps. And Fabian said, I'm trying to trade for someone better than Chase Brown. Well, yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. You probably got to do like Chase Brown plus someone else, and then, trading that way. Like, that's probably what you're going to have to do. What am I without Christ? What up? Thanks for the follow. BTJ or Sutton? I'm going to go Sutton. Make sure you guys hit that follow on TikTok and then leave your question right after you follow. Crispy said, can't find a sub for Samuel. Should I start Pacheco or a Concord? Do I just pray and stay with Debo? I would just wait. I know you have so many leagues. I would just wait. I would just wait it down. And seeing Alec, Alec is doing the smart thing by unfollowing and then following back so he gets his next question answered. He said, would you do Ladd and Pittman for Genty? If you are super blessed at wide receiver, yeah, but I'd probably want to try to get someone else back. Like, I'd probably want to make it a 2-for-2 somehow. Don't forget to hit that follow button and then ask your question right after you follow on TikTok. That's how you get your questions answered. And JJ said, and Bryce, Mac Jones, or Mr. Beautiful Hair. Who's Mr. Beautiful Hair? Trevor? If it's Trevor, that's probably where I'm going. And Tristan, Ramondre or Carter this week? Carter. And Tony said, could Dart be better than Trevor was? Was what I was trying to get to. Oh, okay. I mean, he has the possibility, but the thing is like when Dart goes on the road, it's not going to be good. It's really not. It is really not. And TikTok, instead of spamming the chat, just hit the follow and then ask your question. Then it'll actually get answered. Watch what happens when you follow and then ask your question. HGP just followed. Dubs or Brown at the flex? Dubs, baby. Jace just followed. Garrett Wilson or Calvin Ridley? I'm going Ridley, man. Garrett Wilson's getting that what's it called? The Patrick Surtain. And Matt said I follow, but no answer. Worthy or Warren? Unfollow and then follow back. And I'm going Worthy. And it's because of all the people that are spamming the chat. It's hard to keep up when you have people spamming the chat because they're never going to get their question answered anyways. So I don't know why they do that. But I don't have any mods or anything. So Aiden, he said pick 3, 1 running back, and 2, I'm assuming 2 wide receivers in a flex, right? Oh, right. Running back 1 and 2 and a flex. Tet, Monty, Haskins, Dowdle. So really it's just sitting 1. Playing Dowdle, playing Monty, playing Tet. Let's see. Did user ask a question? I'm torn. Darren Waller or Chase Brown? Darren Waller, man. Chase Brown sucked. And user 708. Where's user 708? User 722, did you hear your answer? And Mick and Joku are fanning. Man, that one's tough. They're on the same team. What the hell? And user 722, I answered. I said Darren Waller. I'm going to say Fanning, Mick. Just a gut feeling. All right. And show some love on TikTok. Let's throw a rose in or something. Come on. Somebody show some love over there. And JJ said, you already know Mr. Beautiful Hair is Lawrence. Hey, see, I was on it. On it. And Tristan said, hate having to start one of them. For sure, man. I feel it. Carter didn't do bad last week, though. Hey, Toyota 1 came over and threw a rose over there. What up? What up? And let's see. William just followed. Should I start Trey Tucker? I'm leaning yes, but who are you actually starting him over is another question. And Mark said also DJ Moore or Bourne. I'm leaning DJ. I want to score more. Don't forget on TikTok, hit that follow button, and then you will get your question answered shortly after. Leave your question right after you follow. User 708. Was it another question that you had, user 708? Because I did answer your question earlier. And Mark said, what's your TikTok? At FF Hustler 420. And Easton Goaded, what up? In week 7, should I start Scatterbo, Saquon, Rico? Man, bro, I'm not even on week 7 yet. I'm still on the week 6 stuff. And Grinch, stop being the Grinch and just hit the follow button, bro. Jeez. You'll spam the chat, but you won't just hit the follow? There we go. Brandon just followed and said Dak or Mahomes. I'm going to go Mahomes. Dak has a tough matchup. Carolina doesn't give up a bunch of points to the QB. And Grinch, did you follow? Let's see. Let's see. I don't know if he did or not, but I'll answer your question. Zach Ertz, Tucker Kraft, Hunter Henry. Tucker Kraft, man, he's got like the best matchup this week. And let's see. James followed. Should I start Allen versus the Falcons or Stafford versus the Ravens? I mean, it almost seems criminal to sit Josh Allen, but I'm starting Stafford versus the Ravens. Hey, Mark made it over to TikTok. What up, Mark? And Jordan, thanks for the follow. May, Caleb, or Nix? I'm gonna go May. And who else just followed? Juan followed. Did Juan leave a question? Rate the 12 team. May, Bijan, Brees, London, Ibuka, Kincaid, Ladd, Rasheed, Benson, Addison, Kendre, Henderson. I mean, it's either a B or a B minus. It's a solid squad, though. And Captain Moistbeard, what up? Trey Tucker, Kamara. I'm going Tucker, man. Kamara has been sucking. And Drewski Soppy, what up? Make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you hit that follow. And Jason on YouTube, start 2. Pittman, Jalen Waddle, Rico, Jalen 1. I'm going to say this one's tough, man. It's tough. I'm going to say Pittman and Rico. Jason says start 1. Ertz, Tongs, or Barner. We're going to go Tongs, man. Him and Mac Jones are on the same page. And Captain Moistbeard, Kyle Pitts with Mooney out or Kelsey? Kelsey. Jason start 3. Ladd, Sutton, London, Myers. Ooh. I guess I'll sit Myers, but that's tough. Jason says start 1. Juwan, Mason, Taylor, Ertz. Going Mason Taylor. And Mark said Derrick Henry, Dowdle, Monty, Hunt, pick 2. This is tough, man, because like at first glance, I mean, yeah, sorry, dude. Dowdle and Monty. It sucks to even not put Derrick Henry in there. And Jason need 3. Need the upside. Maybe I used Robinson. I'm upset about starting Barkley. Kyren, White, Rico, Javante, Swift, Carter. Javante, White, Rico. All right. And Mark said, bro, tell me about it. Good thing is I got CMC and JT and Saquon as well. Man, that shit's stacked. Stacked. On TikTok, hit the follow button and then ask your question. Then you get your question answered. And spam the like button. Don't spam the comments. And let's see. Texas Hobo. Maniac. Let's see. Where's Texas Hobo's question? Maniac followed. Jade followed. JoJo followed. Let's see. JoJo's question. Should I drop Trey Benson? He's out for 3 more weeks and pick up Marks. I guess I don't really want Marks like that. I bet there's someone else. Oh, or Chase Brown and Michael Carter. Yeah, pick up Michael Carter. And Jade said Gibbs and Debo for Kyren and Nico. Nah, because Nico has been whatever. Texas Hobo start 2. Genty, Judkins, and JCM, a.k.a. Bill. Genty and Bill. It's tough, though, man. You got some good options there. And Retro Fanatic, what up? DK or BTJ? I'm gonna say DK, but it's pretty tough. Both have tough matchups. And JoJo, Kincaid, or Mason Taylor. I'm going Mason Taylor. Mark said, if Debo doesn't play, do I start Bourne or bring Luke McCaffrey out of the taxi. I'd probably start Bourne. And Reynaldo, what up? And shout out to Daniel Berry as well. Sam Darnold, Mac Jones, Bryce Young. Probably going Sam Darnold. Toyota 1, Tongs, or Juwanna Man. I'm going Tongs, man. Juwanna Man makes me nervous, his hurt ass. And Crispy said Zach Allen, Rashawn Gary, Jalen Walker. I'm going to go Zach Allen. SF Rebellion, start 2, sit 1. Lad Pittman Olave. All sit. It's tough, man. All sit Pittman. And Alex said, what's really going down this Friday night? He said, what's in the bong? Oh, man, you already know. Let's see. We got some lemon macmelon, 26% THC. About to pack up a bowl here. Hey, Derek, shout out to the islands. What up, bro? Karosh said Daniel Jones or Bo Nix rest of the season. I don't know. Like, give me more context. Like, tell me what the question is actually, because I hate answering the rest of the season questions like that. And Shayton said Dubs Shakir at wide receiver this week. Dubs, baby. Yeah, Toyota 1 with the super chat on YouTube says, look like you could use a dab.
All right, fire 'em up!
You got perfect timing. About to start a little puff give in this motherfucker.
Maniac, should I entertain this? I give up Gibbs, Dak, Coker for Lamar, Judkins, Pittman. The reason why I'm going to say no is just it's too much for too much. Like, I feel like it's not really a calculated trade, and I feel like that's where a lot of trades go bad. Like, I feel like we should be trying to make like an efficient trade, not like, you know, trade half starters for half starters. So no, your instincts were right to just like say no. And the Tom, thanks for following. He said, what up, my guy? He said, what do you think of the Giants game? About to pack a ball myself. Let's go. I'm packing up a dab here. I can't, you guys will hear the dab, but you will not hear you won't see it. I got to turn the phone because TikTok does not like the bowls or the dabs. I found that out yesterday. Now, every time I live stream on YouTube and stuff mostly. But now every time I'm doing that, I'm on here on TikTok. But yeah, yesterday I smoked a fat dab and my shit got restricted. So then I had to like shut it down and start it over again. But yeah. Bones, shout out to Bones for the follow. Dak or Love. Ooh. I'm gonna go Love. Dak. I mean, you know, I got some love for Dak, but Jordan Love's got like I think the best matchup, if not one of the best matchups right now. Going at the Bengals. And Mark, I saw you threw a question in, but just throw it in again. If you want to get your question answered, make sure you hit the follow button and then leave your question right after. I'm gonna do a dab, so everybody just wait until you hear me stop coughing before you start throwing in questions again. Okay, I'm gonna start reading after everybody who just followed like right now. But yeah, I'm about to do a dab, so yeah, I'm about to be coughing like crazy here for a second. Alex said, PPR is a tough one. Henry or Vidal? It ain't tough. It ain't tough. I'm going Henry. I don't know how Vidal's going to be used because we're talking about Vidal being good enough to where he couldn't even be on the team. He was on the practice squad a couple weeks ago. And I know that's when they add a lot of other people, but I'm just saying, you know, Haskins wasn't the guy who went to the practice squad. Alex said Herbert or Jones. Who? Mac Jones. I'm going Herbert. And then Alex said PPR flex, Flowers or Haskins. Haskins. Toyota 1. Thanks for the super chat. All right. Let's see. Urine Bobby followed. Luis Gonzalez followed. Emmanuel followed. Jacob followed. Let's see Emmanuel's question. Diggs or Metcalf? I'm going to go Diggs. It's very close, though. And Jacob, Dak or Love? Love. Luis, if Kamara doesn't play, should I start Gainwell? Who would your other options be? Because Warren's back, and I think Gainwell is going to get a little bit of work, but he ain't getting all the work, like he did a couple weeks ago. And Emmanuel, let me know if you heard the Diggs or Metcalf. Throw in a comment, an emoji, something. Same with you, Jacob. And Mark said, I just said they need to try to start winning the trades instead of trying to be fair. Exactly, man. Okay, everybody listen up. YouTube, TikTok, all you guys. This is what I'm talking about, man. Stop trying to make fair trades. Fair trades are like literally like kissing your sister. And I know some of you weirdos may be into that kind of thing, but let's just think of that. That's a bad thing. Okay. We shouldn't be trying to make fair trades. We should be trying to make calculated, efficient, mutually beneficial trades is what we should be trying to do here. Okay. And don't forget, hit the follow button and then ask your question right after, and you will get your question answered. And the Tom said, who is the main squad? Who's the main squad? Haskins or Vidal? I think it's going to be Haskins. Like if we're talking like percentages, 65-35 is what I'm predicting. Like yeah, dude, Haskins is the bigger back, the bigger ground and pound, type back. I bet it is going to be one of those things like ride the hot hand type thing, but I bet Haskins is going to get more touches unless we see him fumble or something, and knock on wood that he doesn't. And the blind guy, did the blind guy ask a question? I see the blind guy followed. If you got a question, blind guy, feel free to throw it in there. And don't forget, everybody, hit the follow button and then leave your question. That's how you get your question answered on TikTok. Alex said, really, Haskins over Flowers? Why? Well, Lamar Jackson's not playing. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, dude, Flowers ain't getting nothing with either of the backups. Like, did you watch the Ravens game last week? Did you watch it? And Frobe, he followed. Henry or Pollard? Oh, man, sucks, man. Henry, but dude, it's because Pollard's been so whatever. And C Bates followed. Njoku or Ertz? I'll go Njoku, but I'm not super excited about either one. Then Kraft or Andrews? Kraft for sure. Great matchup. Plus Andrews has a backup. Let's see. Logan followed. Did Logan leave a question? I don't see one. And then who else followed? Kathy followed. Appreciate you. Was there any questions? Sagnick, Haskins or Kamara? I'm going to say Haskins right now because I don't know if Kamara is going to play. And let's see. TJ gave up Hunt and Rice for a 26 first, a 26 second, and Tisla. I'm 2-8. Thought it was beneficial for both. Yeah, it's not bad. That's not bad. I feel like I'm greedy and I would have tried to get more depending on like how good the other team was. That's pretty solid though. It's like you got the first for Rice and then it's like you got a first and Tisla for Rice and you got a second for Hunt. That's how I look at it. And that's pretty good. That is good for both sides too. And PC, what up? Said, hey man, PPR pick 2 if Flowers doesn't play. Is Flowers not going to play? Let's see. Yeah, he's limited today. Which I don't want him to play anyways. Golden Downs, Florney, Judy. It's so blah. Anybody on waivers? For real, man. Damn, and I gotta pick 2. Ooh. I guess I'll go the first 2 with Golden and Downs, but that is ugly. Max, thanks for the follow, bro. Should I do Bucky and Devonta Smith for Waddle and Judkins? I'm gonna say no because I really don't like the wide receiver running back trades for the wide receiver running back trades. Exotic Lord, start 2, half PPR, Kamara, Sharbs, Haskins, Henderson, Sharbs, and Haskins, I guess. Make sure you come back because I don't know if Kamara's going to play. Kind of moving forward as if he's like not going to play. And EZ said, what's up, my man? I got a question. Make sure you hit the follow, EZ. And T-Fire Peace. Where's T-Fire Peace's question? I see he just followed. And Andrew got offered Josh Jacobs, Kamara for CMC, and Michael Carter. I don't like it, man, because it's like this is Josh Jacobs for CMC with like, you know, some little sprinkles like thrown in. And I'd rather just have CMC. And Easy said, I've been following, bro. You the man. Dobbins for Rasheed. If Dobbins isn't one of your top 2 running backs, I would do that. Yeah. Alex said, bro, I just dropped Mixon to pick up Benson. Good or bad decision? I mean, both are hurt. I don't know. I guess we don't know who's going to come back sooner out of the 2. I don't know. And T-Fire Peace, Keenan or QJ this week? Man, you're the second person that asked that. I'm on the Keenan side, but it's tough because I feel like both guys are going to do good. And PC got Nico on bye, neighbors tore his knee. I traded him. He said Rice still suspended until next week. Yeah, man, it's tough. It is tough, man. Let's play the injury song for all these crazy injuries.
This is for all you people out there that drafted every motherfucker that's out for the season.
Jake just followed.
He stubbed his toe.
QJ or Diggs?
Now he's on the IR.
QJ.
Cut, he goes ouch and yep, he's on the IR. Laser pointer in the eye and my stars on the IR. Ate too much Taco
Hit
Bell
the follow
and he's back on
button
the
and then leave
IR.
your question on TikTok. Then you get your question answered right away.
Uneven injury prone, but they're breaking every single effing bone. Tearing ligaments I didn't know existed. My fantasy team is getting fully fisted. These stars, they uneven injury prone, but they're breaking
I don't know how to
every single
pronounce the
effing
name.
bone. Tearing ligaments I didn't know existed. My
Jack
fantasy team
Facilito.
is
Sorry if I'm
getting
messing that up.
fisted.
Njoku or Laporta.
Now he's on the IR.
Both have tough matchups. I'm going Laporta. And Jake said you're in the clouds, brother. You know it. You know it. We're about to smoke some more. Hey, shout out to Phil. PC, have you not heard this yet? We've had this for a little bit. It is custom for this channel. And hey, Big Goo. He said, what up, sir? Quick question. Start London or Shaheed? I'm leaning on London, but it's pretty close, man, because it's bad matchups for London this week. Andrew said, need a flex. Michael Carter, Henderson, Jacoby, Shakir. I'm leaning Jacoby very slightly. It's between Jacoby and Michael Carter. It's so close. And Frank said, Pitts or Fanning? I'm going Fanning. No way. Toyota one said QJ with the Q. Oh no. This dude, today's injury news is fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. There's so much. I didn't even want to make a video because there's so much. Like, I'd be making a video. I'd be making one of my 3-minute short videos for an hour. Make sure on TikTok, hit that follow button, and then you get your question answered. EZ said, what about Adams for Javonte? I mean, I don't remember what you said first, but I don't really want to trade Adams. I mean, I want to get Javonte, but I don't really want to trade Adams. And Will Chilled said, would you start Dak or Jaden Daniels? I'm going to say Jaden Daniels. Chicago has gotten some of their they have gotten some of their secondary back, but Carolina just hasn't been giving up a bunch of points hasn't been getting a bunch of points. Okay, so that's why I asked the QJ or Keenan Allen question. Well, see, I'm already on the Keenan Allen side anyway, so I mean it's good, even without realizing that he was still limited again today. And Tennyson Thomas, T. Higgins, or Shakira. I'm gonna say Shakira, but I mean, it's really only gonna be fluky stuff though. Like with both of these guys, not excited about it. And Crispy said thoughts on Kincaid Swift for Love trade earlier. I like it, yeah, especially because it's super flex. I mean, I like the May side for sure. And Big Goose said thanks, bro. Said one more, Pickens or Shaheed. I think I'm leaning Shaheed on this one, brother. Carolina's just a tough matchup. And let's see who just followed 550. What is that, like a 55? 55! Dak or May? I'm going May. Dak's got a tough matchup this week. All right. I'm going to pack another bowl here. So TikTok, you're about to get turned to the side. So I don't get the show restricted or anything. But make sure you hit that follow, and then that's how you're going to get your question answered. And you don't have to spam the chat. Like once I see someone follow, I'm going to be looking for the question below. But that's how you get your question answered. Just like Noah did, who just followed right now. Throw in your question, Noah. And Adden just followed. Sorry if I'm messing it up. Noah trade Derek for Hall. I don't want to trade a running back for a running back. Like I know you probably just want to get rid of Derrick Henry, but got to make a more calculated trade. I'm not someone who just tells people to make like stupid trades. I try to like hold people to a higher standard when it comes to making trades. And Aiden, throw in your question. I'm going to hit that bowl, so make sure you do it because I'm going to turn the screen for a second. And Jack just followed Ridley or Raheed Shaheed. I'm gonna say Ridley in this matchup. I'm still a little nervous about him though. I'm not all the way in, not yet. And CB Juarez. I don't see your question, but feel free to throw it in. And Alik Zaza, feel free to throw in the question. I don't see it yet. But make sure you hit the follow, everybody, and then you get your question answered. I'm going to turn the screen for a second while I hit this bowl. Oh, there we go. Alik Zaza, Love or May? Love. Love has a great matchup this week. Love is someone that you definitely want to start this week. And Gus just followed. I don't see a question. Oh, there it is. Tongs or Jameson Williams? I'm going Tongs because it's Mac Jones starting. Who? Mac Jones. And hit the like button, everybody. And Baker Deaton just followed. I'm about to hit this bowl. But after Baker Deaton, that's where I'm going to pick up at in a second. You guys will hear the bowl smoking, but you won't see it. Spam the like button. Spam the like button. Everybody on TikTok. That's how other people find it. Share the stream, everybody. Please share the stream. I've been doing this for a long time. I just haven't been doing TikTok live streams. Finally got a second phone is what it is. So I'm live streaming on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch, now on TikTok because I got a second phone to be able to do it. Brazil, would you trade Drake and Waddle for Bucky? It sucks because you can't even play Bucky this week. So, like, I don't know. Like, I know they didn't put him on IR or anything, but I just get nervous about trading for guys like that. And Phil said, going to the Jags Seahawks, who do you think wins? And Dope. And I really think that the Jags pull it off at home. I really think the Jags pull it off at home. But Seahawks are going to give them a run for their money, that's for sure. All right, here we go. Back at it on TikTok. Phil said, me too. Captain Moistbeard said Seahawks. Don't forget, hit the follow button, and then you would get your question answered. I'm scrolling back to where I was. How's that? Baker Deaton. Let's see. No question from Baker Deaton, but let's see. Oh, CB Juarez. Mayfield or CJ Stroud? Well, CJ Stroud's not playing, so Baker Mayfield. That was easy. Almost got me there. Almost got me. And Noah, does Derrick Henry have better days ahead? Yes, 1,000,000%. Yes. Because when Lamar comes back, that's what's screwing them over right now is Lamar not being there. And JC Pokes Pools, thanks for the follow. JK Dobbins, RJ Harvey, Garrett Wilson for K9 and Derrick Henry. I don't think so. I'd want to do that in a different way for sure. And Jackson, thanks for the follow. Kareem Hunt or Kenny Gainwell. I'm saying Kareem Hunt. And Steve, thanks for the follow. Stafford or Mayfield. I'm going Stafford, man. Amazing matchup this week. And GS Poke Pools. Let me know if you heard my question, if you heard the answer, because I was smoking when you asked that. All right. JB. Baker Love. And Jackson, did you hear my answer? I said Kareem Hunt. But that's the way to get my attention is unfollowing and refollowing. And Captain Moist Beard said nice Beezer rips. Yeah, for sure. For sure. That was a good rip. We can bring in another one going here soon. And Corden Rob, pick 3. Judkins, White, Dowdle, JCM. JCM in. White in. This one's tough, man. You got 4 really good options. Man, that one's tough, dude. I'm gonna say Judkins. It's tough. Let's see. Baker Deaton and user 708. Shout out. Answer those questions. I leave those questions in. Corden Rob said thanks. Yes, sir. Hit that like button a handful of times before you bounce, if you are bouncing. And Noah, K9 or Kendrick Bourne? Probably Kendrick Bourne. And Jamie said, if you're going live tomorrow, I'll probably hop on with you. Sounds good, bro. Yep, same Stone Cold time, same Stone Cold channel. Today I went live a little later than normal, but tomorrow should be right around 6, 9 your time, 9 Eastern time. And Noah, did you hear my answer? And don't forget TikTok. If you want to get your question answered, hit that follow button and then ask your question right after, and you will get an answer. And Sean motherfucking Rodriguez. DK or Worthy? Ooh, I'm going Worthy, but it's close, man. I really feel like DK has a decent game. Hey, Matt in the house. What up, Matt, on YouTube? And Crispy said, Jones or Jones? Yeah, motherfucker. No, last one. Kendrick Bourne or Swift? Kendrick Bourne. Let's see. Anybody else follow? Jay Shearer. Sutton or Garrett? I have this dilemma in a couple leagues myself, and I'm going Sutton because Garrett Wilson going up against Patrick Surtain Jr. just kind of sucks, bro. It just kind of sucks. And Matt said thoughts on David Montgomery. I like him. I mean, it's obviously not the best matchup versus KC, but they get the run game going like nobody's business, you know, and like doesn't matter if Gibbs scores a touchdown because we've seen him score touchdowns, you know, in the same game a lot of times. So yeah, I like Monty. He has a high flex upside for sure. And don't forget to hit that follow on TikTok. And once you hit that follow, then ask your question right after. And Noah J said, well, I lied. Actually, K9 or Swift. I'll go K9. I just don't like Swift. I really don't. And J Mac, thanks for the follow. He said, should I sit Derrick Henry this week and start Haskins? I think that's just getting a little bit too cute. And I know that it's going to suck with no Lamar Jackson, but I can't do it. I can't do it. And CXZ, thanks for the follow. He said Quentin Johnston this week, question mark. You got to come back for that because he's questionable. Like we're going to find out like on Sunday. And it's a hamstring injury. So like I hate that. And Hank Eats, thanks for the follow. And Jamie said Juwan is going up against a Pat to allow the second most points to tight ends. But dude, I mean, is he still questionable though? He didn't get in a full go at practices today, did he? Oh wait, he's cleared to play. Well, that's a horse of a different color now. Thanks, Jamie. Don't forget to hit that follow button, and then you'll get your then ask your question, and you get your question answered shortly after. Hank said, "Do I sit Haskins over K9 or put in my flex over Marvin Harrison Jr.?" I think I would play. I think I'd play Ken and Marvin Harrison Jr., but it's pretty close, man. I don't want to get super cute yet with Haskins. Like, I mean, if it was some guys a little bit farther down the pecking order, I'd probably say yeah. And Khalil Sad, Sutton, Rome, McBuka, pick 2. Rome, McBuka. All right, TikTok, hit that follow button, and then you will get your question answered. Just ask your question shortly after you follow. And Captain Moist Spirit said, right on, Juwan, my boy. Yeah. Bonner seeing 12%. 12 targets, not snaps. Okay. Said Arroyo seeing about 7. Okay. And T said A-Chain, Cook, Judkins, ETN, Rashad White, pick 3. White, A-Chain, Cook. There we go. It's tough, man. You got some good options there. Matt said Hollywood, Shepard, or David. You got some spacing on what, David? Leaning Holly. Well, actually, no, because Worthy's back. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go Hollywood still for the upside. Don't forget on TikTok, hit that follow button and then ask your question. You'll get your answer shortly after. Grateful, what up? Are there any week 6 flex streamers you like? Well, give me some options in your league and I'll let you know. Oh, David Montgomery. I'm going Montgomery. See, it's like even that. I guess it's funny because Hollywood's the first name. I don't know why I think of it as the last name or whatever, but all right. And Crispy said, Worthy playing. Yeah, he let me go double check to make sure I'm not just pretending that I saw that. Yeah, he doesn't have an injury, does not have an injury designation. Hey, Luis in the house. What's up? Jamie said Troy Franklin at the Jets, 30% rostered. Sutton can be locked up by Sauce. Yeah, but Sauce just ain't been locking up like he used to, though. I mean, that's the thing. And Jamie said Trey Tucker versus Tennessee. Yeah, I like it. With Brock Bowers out, yeah, I like it. That's another reason why Trey Tucker's been so good. Let's see. Did anybody follow on TikTok? Yeah, who is that? B Grange. I traded Brees Hall for Judkins. Is that an L? No, well, for me, I would say that's an L, but it's because I don't like trading like running back for running back and making those lateral moves. But Judkins has been dope, and he's probably been and who knows, he could be better than Brees the rest of the way. So I'd say it's like 50-50. All right, EMC. An Apple user, Mac or Daniel Pesos Jones. I'll go Daniel Pesos Jones. Let's see who else just followed. EMC said is McLaurin playing. Let me double check, but I don't think so. Nah, he didn't practice today. He's not going to play. I don't know why they don't just... And Luis said, did you ever do the raffle, bro? Well, no, the raffle's at the end of October. Matt said, Otten, AJ Barner, Mason Taylor. Final question. Mason Taylor. And Dr. T, pick 2. Henderson, Golden, RJ, Jacoby Myers. Jacoby. Golden with the dart throw. EMC, should I start Dubs or QJ? As of right now, I'm saying Dubs. Make sure you come back, though, because QJ, I don't know if he's going to play, man. We don't know if he's going to play. And Grateful on YouTube. Florney, Thornton, Juwan Jennings, Algier, DeMarcado. Fuck, man. It's all bad. I wonder if Turpin's going to play. If Turpin plays, I don't like Florney. If Turpin's not playing... Oh, Turpin's not playing. I'll say Florney out of that bunch. Horton could be good too, because we know Horton here's a who. And Dylan, what up? Now start sick question. I'm 2-3. Might not be my year's 2-player keeper league. I'm thinking of trading Bucky and Charbonnet and a 9th for Malik Neighbors, Brees Hall in a 5th. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but only being 2-3, like I feel like, I mean, unless you got some really stacked teams, I feel like you're still not out of it, though. So Neighbors will cost a 3rd, which I have 2 already. Bucky will cost 13. I mean, I'm not mad at it, though. I mean, if you're cashing in your chips for this year. Don't forget to hit that follow on TikTok. That's how you get your question answered. All right. Liam just followed. And Doherty Renovations just followed. Trade Baker and Cook for Nico. Hell no, man. Nico just hasn't been him this year. And Liam, don't forget to leave your question in again. Captain Moistbeard, the way I look at it, Jets D is easier to throw to a guy that Sauce isn't guarding. Well, I mean, yeah. That's not an untrue statement. And Luis 4-point passing TD, Jaden Daniels, Matt Stafford, Chase and Ceiling. Feeling like Matt Stafford, man. Matt, I got the Broncos defense. That's my issue. Start Mason Taylor. That doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Especially if it's PPR. Yeah, I would still start him. Jamie, I got Daniels, QB1, Stafford kind of high, top 6. I think he's going to shit on the Bears. No Terry McLaurin. I mean, they're pretty hurt over there. Crispy said a show worthy is doubtful. Yeah, and you know what? You're right. I remember seeing him as doubtful. Yeah, he said he doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they just haven't. I guess they just haven't caught up with it yet. I don't know. And shout out to Harrison who just sent the rose on TikTok. That's the way you get a question answered. Give A-Chain and get Justin Jefferson, Derrick Henry, and Rashad White. I mean, that's a lot, but man, it's like A-Chain's been so good though, so good, and it's like, especially with Tyreek Hill going out, it's like he's getting even more work. I probably would do it because it's like you're bringing back a haul, but yeah, shout out to King Rizzy. I don't even know what the hell that is. The join was that the join my fan club? You the man, King Rizzy. All right, I think we might have to do some smoking for that. And Grateful One said hi. So my team sucks. I know. Hey, shit happens, man. Shit happens. Don't forget to hit that. Don't forget to hit that follow. And then as soon as you hit the follow, hit then ask your question. That's how you get your question answered. Let's see. What did Bryson say? Waddle or Tet? Man, both have bad matchups. I guess I'm gonna go Waddle. Leave a comment or something, Bryson, so I know that you heard it. You the man, King Rizzy. Appreciate you, my brother. Let's see. Jack just followed. Jack, I have a question. Debo and Hawkinson for Kittle and Shakira. Kittle's about to come back. I mean, I probably would. Let's see. Nick. Mac Jones or Sam Darnold? I'm going Sam Darnold. Don't forget on TikTok, hit the follow button, then leave your question. And Luis, pick 2. Darren Waller, Tucker Kraft, Jake Tongs. Tucker Kraft is in for sure. And I'm going to say Darren Waller. Let's see. Zoran. Start Henry or Sutton at the flex? I'll say Sutton. And Brian, what do you think? Start Fannin or Mason Taylor, my dude? I'm leaning Mason Taylor. I'm feeling Mason Taylor this week. They've been just like week after week. He's been going up in targets. They keep peppering him like crazy. And James B, what up? He said, what's a good streaming option for defenses this week? Man, give me some options that you have over there. I mean, I can tell you who I have. This is why you guys want to be on Patreon, because every single week I'm going to be giving you information like those kind of like the streamers and guys to pick up. Let me see. We get anybody following? Brian followed Jeff's question. Oh yeah, I answered that. Make sure you follow on TikTok and then ask your question. Then you get your question answered. Let me see. I'll tell you the 5 streamers that I have for this week. James. Tev. I don't see your question, but when you throw it in, I'll answer. Oops. All right. So the streamers that I had for this week for the DSTs, Packers 49% rostered, Raiders 4% rostered, Pats 18% rostered, Commandos 13% rostered. Those are the 4 that I had. And Tev just got where Tev start 2, Henry Judkins, ETN. I'll go Henry and Judkins. Sucks. Winter said Kraft or McBride. Leaning Kraft right now. He's got a great matchup. And let's see you spam the likes now, Winter. And Luis, Chargers or the Titans DST? Chargers. And Rams or Packers? Packers. Dylan says pretty strong teams. My main question is how much worse is Brees than Bucky? I mean, I think Bucky's in a whole other tier above him. But I mean, not worlds different. Grateful said Worthy is praying full practice Friday. Yeah, I wonder why Sleeper hasn't caught up to it yet. And Perioko traded Walker and RJ Harvey for Genty. Did I win? It's solid, man, because Harvey's kind of like, it's almost Walker for Genty because Harvey is kind of a throw-in and redraft. And don't forget to hit the follow button on TikTok and then ask your question right after and you'll get your answer. Captain Wise Bucky, 20 points away guy. Yeah. Austin, QJ, and Juwanna Man for Dowdle and Debo. I would just hold on that. I don't really want to trade for Rico. He's like a flavor of the week type guy. And I don't even see like a name, but Mayor Baker is the question. And I'm going, I think I'm going to go Baker. I'm going to go Baker. And Jason B followed. Throwing that question, Jason B. And Doug said, where's the 2 Alex at? Smokey the Cat. Henderson or Carter? Leaning Carter and then Pitts or Taylor? Leaning Taylor. Crispy DJ Moore, Derrick Henry, Ramondre Bourne, pick 2. I'm leaning Bourne and DJ. I want to score more. And Jasu, Javante or Brees? Javante, Waller or Kraft? That one's tough. Kraft has a better matchup. I'm going to go Kraft, but man, it's tough to sit Waller. Louis said some idiot dropped Bucky for Haskins in desperation. What the hell? All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. Shout out to the TikTok crew. We're going to be shutting this down, but I'll be live tomorrow at 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to get one-on-one help, go to 420crew.com and go sign up for my Patreon. That's the best place to be. And even to not get one-on-one help, I mean, that's $10 a month, the superstar tier. You can just get, there's a chat on there that you can access for just $5 a month. And I'm posting information almost every single day. So do that, 420crew.com. Shout out to the TikTok peeps. We'll see you next time. All right. And then we'll smoke a bowl real quick on YouTube. Yeah, I think that's what I got to do on TikTok is just shut that one down a little bit earlier. And, but man, see, there was like even on TikTok, the reason why I got to fucking do it, there's 1,000 people who were on that TikTok stream. So yeah, there's a bunch of people. I know I got 134 new followers just from that. And that's just, I'm just not even going to answer questions unless people follow on TikTok is pretty much how I gotta roll. Even if some unfollow, I mean, that's what I did on YouTube now. Well, been doing that for a while, that you got just to be a part of the chat, you have to subscribe at least. And that's the least people could do, right? It doesn't cost any money to subscribe. And Jamie says TikTok fucks need to all subscribe on YouTube. I mean, I want them to, but you know how it goes, man. There's some people who literally only fuck with certain platforms, you know? So it's like I got to I can't make people change their ways. I gotta like just be everywhere so we can yeah, I don't know. I gotta be everywhere, man. Crispy Mayor Stafford, man. Like, dude, he's going up against the Ravens. Ravens have been giving up extreme booty to the quarterbacks. Like, if you got Stafford, I'm damn near like everywhere, like Stafford. Luis say you still do Twitch account off the Amazon Prime thing for sure, man. Please resubscribe, my homie. My dude. Hold on. Let me throw the link in. Yeah, we need more people subscribing on TikTok, especially because it's free with Amazon Prime. Here goes the link. And let me see. Oh, what the hell? I gotta re-log in over here every damn time. Let's see. Okay. Oh, and I didn't even see Kill for Something. I didn't even see them subscribe a little bit earlier on or follow on Twitch. All right. Bowl. Here we go. You the man, Luis. Jamie says Stafford going to be top 5 this week. I think so, right? He's got to be up there. All right. Sounds good. We'll see you later, guys. Smoking a bowl, and then I'm getting out of here. Oops. All right. Everybody make sure you stay through the credits. All right. Shout out to Justin Pickle in a Jar and Chris Patriot Sports, the executive producers of the show. Salute to the producers. Salute to the co-producers. Salute to the associate producers. And salute to the epic and the awesome supporters. Appreciate you guys. Everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.